Hello, this is the officially unofficial Geek Channel Weekly Comic Roundup. Welcome, welcome to my apartment. My name is Carrie Quinn, and I am here, as always, weekly with you to talk to you about the comics I read, what I liked, what I didn't like, what I was mediocre about, all those things. So, as we've been doing lately, we're going to be talking about each of the comics, and then I'm going to do a comic spotlight on my absolute favorite comics. Last week, I didn't include the favorite comics in this video, and I just did separate videos, but I will talk a little bit this week about these comics in this video as well. Just here in this video, we'd like to keep it spoiler-lite, so that if you haven't read them yet, you're fine. And here's your warning right here, right now. When it comes to the last two issues that I talk about today, they're going to be a part of the spotlight videos. Those are going to be spoilerific, spoiler-tastic, whatever you want to call it. So it's really good for you to make sure that you read your issues before you watch those two videos. But here we keep it spoiler light. So here I've got my bubbly. I've got my cat sitting behind the computer, and he looks like he's about ready to attack his sister. That's always fun. And I'm ready to go. So here we go. So the first issue we're going to talk about today. Now, please understand, we are not savages. We do bag and board our books. We normally buy a package of bags and a package of boards. Well, when we went to go buy bags and boards today, unfortunately, there's like a shortage of the bags and boards, and we could only find boards that we wanted and not the modern comic book bags, which is a problem. We bag and board our books because we're not savages. And yeah, so that is why they're not currently bagged and board, and it frustrates me just a little bit, but it'll be okay. First off, we're going to talk about Teen Titans Academy 6. So the Teen Titans are on their summer break, and a number of them went to a lake community, I guess, to hang out. But the community is acting a bit odd. This is a community that was known to one of the members of the Teen Titans Academy. And it's acting odd, like hypnotized masses odd. Okay, so one of them is basically taken hostage, and the Titans have to do a little detective work to figure out what happened and where their friend is. And there's a bit of a cliffhanger here, and it's interesting to say the least. There's a little bit, I actually, one of the things that came up in this was there's kind of like a little bit of a Scooby Detective Agency, Scooby-Doo reference that happens a couple times in the book, and I kind of like that. That was kind of funny. I kind of like that, and I actually did have to, I had a little bit, though, of a discussion here in my household in regards to what seems kind of like, to me, it seemed to me, it was a little bit of a debate here that it wasn't, but, it seemed like there was a little bit of an odd fourth wall break in the book, where it was like the character made references that made it seem like they were aware that they were a fictional character. And that kind of bothered me. That was my viewpoint of it. Now, I know, and I've discussed it, the other comic book reader in my household, my boyfriend, he doesn't see it that way, but I saw it that way. So, yeah, that was kind of annoying to me. It was. I'm like, you're writing the comics so that, my viewpoint was like, you're writing the comics so that it looks like this character knows that they're a fictional character. And that was kind of weird to me. Otherwise, it was really great. I like the cliffhanger. I think that that's interesting. It kind of left us really on a truly cliffhanger, because we're not exactly sure, based on the body language and everything that's happening right at the end, what's going to happen next, what decision a particular character is going to make next, and that's always great. I do like comics and like that. It makes me be like, okay, I really do need to pick up next month, even though I was going to anyways, because I have been enjoying this title usually. So that was Teen Titans Academy number 6. The next issue we're going to talk about is Wonder Girl. Fucking finally, guys. Wonder Girl number 3. How long did we have to fucking wait for this one, guys? Seriously. Finally, we get number 3 of the story. And let me tell you, I enjoyed it quite a bit. So we rejoin our hero, and she's wandering off again towards dangerous situations. Now, if she were picked up by Doctor Who and she kept on wandering off, he definitely would have words with her, because one of his number one rules is no wandering off. But she is constantly running towards dangerous situations because she's very brave, and she doesn't realize it yet, but she's Wonder Girl. She's going to be the next Wonder Woman. She doesn't know yet. She has this divine thing that's going on, and everybody is out to get her for varying reasons and with varying intentions. So at some point, one of those parts of the plot line moves forward, and she ends up extending her vacation to another location. Let's just say that her vacation takes her to another location. We still have some action here with the different types of Amazons. And Cassie, the one of the first Wonder Girls, one of them, I say one of them because there's been a few, besides Yara. And Cassie is our blonde, our spunky blonde haired Wonder Girl. And she's doing stuff to, trying to figure out the whole Amazon, different fractions of Amazon thing going on there. But finally, we got number 3. It had been postponed, and finally we get it. I'm not exactly sure. Like, I know there's another number of titles that have had release dates pushed back. We have Wonder Girl, who has been constantly pushed back, so that we are finally getting number 3. We had, and to just kind of give you an idea, I think we had like 1 or 2 back in June, and it's September now. Um, so I don't know why they keep pushing it back, but I guess there's something to do with COVID and shortages and all that kind of stuff. So um, that's what happened there. I mean, you have other titles, like we're finally going to get the Blue and Gold number 2 next week. So that has been pushed back quite a bit. And then there was a recent article that came out that was talking about all the different kinds of titles and who's going to be pushed back and when they're going to be pushed back from their original release date. But that, check it out. It can, if you're wondering where your comics are, do a Google search on that, because chances are they were part of these delays. Moving on, we're going to talk about Infinite Frontier number 5. Yowzas, yowzas, yowzas. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what's really cool is this. So if you like any bad guy, the Omega Pirate guy, I do not remember his name. I believe he is Omega. They refer to him as Pirate. Um, so hold on one second. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so it's Psycho Pirate. Thank you to my really cute boyfriend in the living room reading right now, because he knew exactly what I was talking about. Um, so, like any bad guy in any weird campy movie like this, if this was a movie, he's definitely one of those bad guys that tells everyone his plan before it finishes. Um, I don't know if anybody else noticed that too, but he's definitely one of those bad guys that tells everybody, oh, so now that I've got you, and I haven't completely defeated you, but I feel like I'm about to, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about my master evil fucking plan. And he does that. He lets out a little too much information, and puts Roy in a position of potential power, and which he yields. But even after a flourish of badassery, he is nabbed by the big bad himself. Holy shit. And I'm not going to tell you who the goddamn big bad is, but in case you were wondering, everybody's been talking about it. So, everyone has been talking about and waiting for this guy's return since Infinite Frontier Zero, um, way back a while ago. So, this is Infinite Frontier Zero. This is the big issue that kind of kicked off the new world of DC. And this happened a number of months ago. And yeah, he showed up in there. So if you've been keeping up, you know exactly who everyone's been waiting for. I'm not going to say in case you're like, oh no, I haven't read any of this, but I might go back later and read it. So I won't give it away. But I guarantee you, anyone that's been reading this series and Infinite Frontier Zero, from Infinite Frontier Zero on, has been waiting exactly for this moment. Um, so this is issue 5 out of 6, and it isn't the end. Oh no, no, it is not. We are on the cusp of something much bigger, some bigger picture shit coming down the road, with Specs talking about Justice Incarnate getting their own book, own little jazzy book, very sometime soon. So get ready for superhero bunnies. Yeah, who ordered the superhero bunnies? Over here. Okay, guys, here's the deal. We're gonna get into my books of the week. I'm gonna talk about them real quick, and like I said, I'm going to be doing comic spotlights on both of them later on, and they, like I said, are gonna be spoiler-tastic. But here, just gonna get a kind of an outline of what's going on. The first one, we've been waiting for this for a number of months. This has been the beginning, like the evening upon war for Batman, for Gotham, Fear Street Alpha. This is basically everyone on the precipice of war. And it was just wow. And I've seen other reviews here, some of them coming out and saying that you can skip this book, because it's just a rehash of everything that's happened up to this point. And I'm going to have to say, maybe there's a two or a few pages that does that, but then it just jumps right into the story. Like, are you ready to go? Because here we fucking go, you know? You have some background with Simon Saint and Scarecrow. You get some, present day Simon Saint getting ready. Like, you have everybody on the eve of war kind of situation here. You get Simon Saint. You get Peacekeeper 1. You get Batman, obviously. You get the GCPD with Renee Montoya. You get the mayor. You get Oracle. You get Harley Quinn and the Gardener and the Insanity Collective. You get Catwoman on a rooftop planning for what's to come, and they know what's to come, and it's freaky ass shit. And I am here for it. Fear State Alpha. I'm definitely going to be talking more and more about that as the event goes on. Welcome to Fear State Alpha. And here we go. We're going to have a tie-in right here. Harley Quinn. This is one of my other book of the week. Harley Quinn 2021 Annual. I got the variant cover because I love it, but let me tell you that A cover is just as fantabulous. So the one complaint I have, and it's very small complaint, is that we got 2 Harleys this month. We got the Harley Quinn Annual, and then the week before, we got the Harley Quinn Normal issue. There is a little bit of a piece of information that would have made it easier if it would have made it better if DC had put this book first and had the Harley Quinn regular issue this week, because there's something that she's doing in the regular Harley Quinn issue that she finds out about in order for her to be doing in this issue. That's my one complaint. It's nothing to do with the actual book. It's just the timing and how they released the books. Um, I love Harley Quinn. I've made no no secret of that. Harley Quinn is one of my favorite characters. She's one of my major characters. So a lot of times you do see Harley Quinn end up at the top of my list each time that she's involved. If you're a fan of Kevin, and I'm a fan of Kevin. If you're a fan of Solomon Grande, I'm a fan of Solomon Grande, born on a Monday. You're going to love this issue. If you haven't looked at it yet because maybe you're tired of the art that was actually starting to grow on me. I don't really have that much of a problem with it. Get this issue because Laura Braga, I believe it is. Let me check real quick. Okay, art is actually, this one has art done by David LaFuente, Marco Failla, and John Somariva. Colors by Miguel Muerta. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. It's different art. So if you're worried about the art being too campy as it has been lately, it's different. Like, see, just, it's different. So don't stray away from this month's Harley regular issue and this Harley Quinn annual because it's different. If that's why you're straying away from it, it's different. Harley Quinn is one of the most badass female characters in DC, and celebrate and adore your badass women because it's pretty awesome. This is amazing for so many reasons. It's the highlight and breakout star of the series to this point, Kevin, and to the self-reflection and reaffirming of Harley Quinn and how she feels about the path that she is on and herself, have been what makes this issue annual, and not only the issue annual, but also the entire series what it is right now. It's one of the best books right now, and that's how I feel. But like I said, I'm going to talk to you more about Harley Quinn real soon because she's one of my spotlight issues. So that's it. That's all the issues that I have to talk about. Please make sure to take care of each other. Take care of everyone around you. Get vaccinated. Stick that goddamn needle in your arm so, you know, everyone can be safe. And especially you. Especially you. You get to be safe if you put the needle in your arm and get vaccinated. Wear a mask if you're not going to. And take care of each other. Visit your local LCS. Read comics because that's why we're here. And keep on reading what you buy. And talk to people about what you buy. Comment below if you like any of these or you want to tell me what you think of anything that I talked about here. Stay tuned for my comic spotlights of Batman Fierce State and Harley Quinn 2021 annual. Thank you. This is the officially unofficial Geek Channel weekly comic roundup. My name is Carrie Quinn. I am your host, and I'll be seeing ya. Bye!